Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Astrology 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is going to be a general astrology reading, a general Vedic astrology reading for my beautiful Capricorn moon sign for the year ahead 2022. Now keep in mind, this is a general Vedic astrology reading for the year ahead 2022 for Capricorn moon sign. Granted, I am a couple of months late. I do apologize for that. I'm just now finding my groove in terms of managing my schedule between this channel and my Real Tarot 1123 channel. So I'm getting to it. I'm getting things organized. So I apologize for this delay. But keep in mind, this is the trend for the whole calendar year 2022. Couple of things I want to mention. I do personal readings, personal astrology consultations. All that information is in the description box below. You can also email me at the realastrology1123@gmail.com, and I can tell you how much I charge, the type of consultations, whether you want a solar return chart, a birthday chart, a year ahead chart, vocation, for children, for adolescence, for marriage, for relocation, or even if you want to get an astrology chart done for family dynamics, etc. I do these consultations via WhatsApp, which are not recorded, or via Zoom, which is recorded at an additional fee. I will send you the link and you can always have it for your reference. Now keep in mind, this is not something that I just print up or send it to you electronically. We actually get to speak. So with these personal astrology consultations, they're very specific, very in-depth. I always recommend that people set aside at least 2.5 to 3 hours, because you will be amazed the number of questions you will have as we start progressing through your chart. It's not just explaining what's printed out. That's different. You can read it for yourself and understand. But all the other subtle things that are in the chart that people really don't pay attention to, your nodes, the midheavens, how many degrees, what does that mean, why is it so different if it is 4 degrees apart as opposed to 24 degrees apart, and things like that. So it's very, very interesting. So keep in mind, this is general year ahead for my moon sign Capricorns Vedic astrology. Okay, the week aheads are based on Western astrology. The monthlies are based on Sidereal. This is Vedic, and the personal year ahead, that is birthday year ahead. So if you are a Capricorn 2022 to Capricorn 2023 is based on the 13 signs. That's a whole nother ball game. If you're confused, email me or ask or put your comments in the comment section and I will answer them. Again, this is 2022 Vedic astrology year ahead reading for my Capricorn moon sign. I do explain. I'm sorry it takes so long to explain this because people tend to get confused. So anywho, the 2022 year could bring you many opportunities for you to make up for the losses in areas of your life that you might have incurred last year. So that's a good thing. Keep in mind also that planets are constantly moving. Yes, sometimes planets are stationary and sometimes they go reverse, they retrograde. So all those things will have an impact on us. And this again is general. Time and energy is fluid. Keep that in mind. There are some important transits this year for you. Rahu is your north node. He's going to change his position from Taurus to Aries. Now, Taurus is 5th house, and he's going backward to Aries to your 4th house. Ketu, who is your south node, is going from Scorpio to Libra, correct? Oh, well, is Rahu going backwards? No, he's not going backwards. I apologize. No, he's not. So Rahu is going to go from Taurus to Aries and Ketu from Scorpio to Libra. Then on the 12th of April. Then Saturn is going to change his house from Capricorn to Aquarius on the 29th of April, and Jupiter is going to go from Aquarius to Pisces on the 12th of April. So Pisces for you is going to be the 3rd house, and 3rd house talks about your immediate environment and your short trips, etc. So for you, Saturn is going to be in your 1st house of self. Saturn is your ruling planet. So your self-confidence, your general well-being, all that is going to be impacted. Your promptness, your decision making skills, or the lack thereof, are also going to be aspected, and areas that are going to be focused on this time. On the 29th of April, Saturn is going to move to the house of family, wealth, and speech, which could affect your relationship with your family, maybe because you're not communicating appropriately enough, or your lack of communication skills or misunderstandings could cause you losses as far as your wealth is concerned. This is a time where your speech may be a little bit harsh. You could be a little bit more cryptic, which could cause troubles for you, be it in personal relationships or business relationships or career. For you, the sun is going to start its journey from the 12th house of foreign land on January 14th, and it's going to move to the house of self, confidence, and general well-being. So the sun is going to be with Saturn. This could boost your self-confidence and authoritative nature, which will reflect in all those aspects of your house. So the sun could cause you to be a little bit arrogant and obnoxious and a little bit egotistical. Watch that, okay? On the 13th of February, the sun is going to move to the house of family, wealth, and speech. This will make you again more authoritative. It's going to make you feel a little bit more in control, in charge, etc. That may not necessarily go down very well with everybody. Maybe at work, if you are in a position of power or you're a decision maker, then people will take it. But at home, they'll be like, whatever, yo. So even at work, try not to be so authoritative. Try not to be such an authoritarian type of figure. I'm getting jumbled with the word authoritative, authoritarian. There we go. Try not to be so like, oh, it all starts with me and ends with me type of thing, right? Even if you are somebody who has authority, who can decide for other people, you know how to make it more pleasant, such that people will be more receptive. But if you come at them from an ego position and from a position of I am telling you, you will do what I tell you, with that kind of an attitude, well, whatever, people are just going to probably roll their eyes at you, and that's going to make you madder. So don't do that to yourself. Your wealth is also going to see a little bit of a rising trend during this period. Financial status will improve and become more stable. After the 13th of April, Jupiter is going to move to the house of communication, siblings, and travel. So clearly that's going to improve. But if your communication with your siblings is not good, then Jupiter is going to make that rift even bigger. You are probably going to be able to have some really incredible journeys as far as your personal growth and your professional growth is concerned, right? Or in other words, spiritual growth. But you could also have great opportunity for you to travel for personal reasons as well as professional reasons. As long as you don't come across as being obnoxious with your siblings, your relationship with them would improve too. But if it isn't, then Jupiter will break it. I'll tell you that, because that rift is going to be wider. Jupiter makes everything big, be it good, bad, or ugly. Mercury will transit in the first house of self-confidence again. In general, your well-being is going to be a focus from the 14th. It will be placed with Saturn in retrograde motion. Yes, that's correct. It will reduce the effectiveness of your communication. So basically, if you get obnoxious and go with I, me, and that sort of a thing, then people won't listen to you. From 6th February onwards, Mercury will move to the house of family, wealth, and speech. This is a positive aspect and could impact all those areas in a positive way. Financial state is going to be better. Venus is going to begin her journey from the house of Venus's journey is going to help you with opportunities overseas, and she's going to keep moving, and it's going to affect your relationships, and so she could bring in some great times with your loved ones. Okay, is there a chance you have a relationship with somebody of a foreign national? That's a possibility. It could improve, it become better. Intimacy, opportunities for intimate moments will increase. There's going to be a lot of sensuality and sensual pleasure. Now remember, Venus is an earth sign, Capricorn is an earth sign. Both of them are very carnal signs, so that could be enhanced. I mean, Venus is all about the carnal pleasures in life, and Venus rules Taurus, and Capricorn is an earth sign. So again, those carnal pleasures. So yeah, so Venus is going to be in a house that she likes. So she's going to bring about all of that. If any of y'all are in one of those groups where there is interest in alternative, I have to be careful how I say it. If y'all want to explore what happens behind the bedroom, let's put it that way, you will do explore and explore and enjoy at this time. I'm trying to be as classy as possible while saying that. I mean, I could simply come out and call it like it is, but I don't think YouTube will like it, and I don't think my viewers will find it classy. It would be a little bit more in the rough. You know what I mean? It will come across as sounding crass, and I don't want to sound crass. Let's put it that way. If y'all are interested in those kind of dalliances, y'all will explore and enjoy those kind of dalliances. Enough said. Career. Great opportunities in career. You could have an edge over your partners. I mean, not your partners, your competitors, your co-workers, even your superiors, actually. And some superiors, you can get offended with the fact that, oh, the student's becoming a teacher now, right? And some superiors will be like, yeah, this is what I was grooming you for. I'm so proud to say that now you are capable, and now I feel strongly to recommend you for the promotion, you know? So career, you're going to gain. If you have any work related travel to foreign destinations or far destinations, good for you. After April 12th, Ketu, who's your south node, will move to the house of career, and you may feel a little bit of dissatisfaction in your professional life, and you go, Kitana, you just said it's going to be great. Yeah, with all that fancy stuff, promotions and and this and that, comes a lot more responsibility, and it takes some time, right, for you to sink into it, to settle into it. The learning curve, etc., could be frustrating for you, and you'd be like, oh my God, really? I didn't know this is what I was signing up for. But you got to pay your dues, right? And once you kind of get the hang of it, you'll be fine. You have to, but listen, I'll tell you this though, if you so much as even hint that you're not prepared for a promotion, it will not be offered to you, and then basically you lose out. If any of y'all are doing anything related to fine arts, right, be it a job or whatever, like an art dealer or an art something or whatever, you're going to see phenomenal results this year. And then let's look at love and marriage for Capricorn. Love and romance for Capricorn would see some ups and downs during the first half of the year. However, comparatively, the second half of the year will be slightly better, as Rahu will be in the house of love till the 12th of April. Relationships may need your dedicated efforts and better understanding with your partner to help maintain a cordial relation. There could be some negative aspects which could cause a few little boo-boos here and there, but it is part of life if you know how to handle it. Remember, if you're getting promoted and this, that, and the other, and if you're going to be traveling and all that stuff, then your spouse would be like, well, you're gone all the time, and we need to spend some time together. Yeah, honey, when I come back home this weekend, that sort of a thing. It's a constant work in progress, right? You need to put in the effort. You can't take relationships for granted. If you are single, then this year would be one where you could find a good match for yourself. If you've been single and dating and you're like, I've never found anybody, and whatever, believe it or not, this year you'd be like, oh, you could go from dating somebody to being married within 8 months. As long as you have understanding and you're willing to kind of talk about things and willing to do what you need to do. Sometimes the equation changes. Sometimes you may feel like you're doing a lot of giving and not getting enough, and vice versa. It happens in relationships. It can't always be 50-50 all the time. Impossible. I don't think. So if you are able to understand that, and understand that, the fact that you're being away from home is probably causing your spouse a little bit of dissatisfaction, or they may be feeling a little bit alienated or unloved, or they may feel like, well, you're not giving us enough time. Those demands are quite understandable. They're not asking for anything more. They're just asking for what one would assume is to be freely given and taken in a relationship. So, as long as you handle it appropriately, not that you can't, you'll be fine. So just don't get annoyed and say, well, this is not the right time for that, and this, you have to take the back seat for a little bit because I don't have time for you. If you go at it from that perspective, then your spouse is going to say, oh, really? And there causes a rift, or the beginning of a rift. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, my beautiful Capricorn moon signs. Thank you so very much for watching. Please do leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you so very much, and namaskar. See you in the next video. Bye for now.